celebrating the 75th Republic Day of our country. So it's good to reflect what made our country or India, such a strong democracy, such a strong democratic nation. What comes most easily to mind is the caliber of our leaders. We had exceptional leaders, men with vision, men who were selfless. At the time of our independence, India was at a crossroads. A few months later, Mahatma Gandhi was assassinated. The Constitution of India had not been written as yet. And there were any number of Rajas and Maharajas, Nawabs, and most of all the Nizam of Hyderabad. And it was left to Sardar Patel to ask them to accede to the Union of India. Can you imagine what a task it was, the diplomatic persuasion that was required for these people to give up their power base? And there was every possibility that the Nizam of Hyderabad would join Pakistan and the country would be partitioned even further. So he made sure that the Nizam joined India rather than Pakistan. We had the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, who was a stabilizing force in the first 14 years of our country's history. He provided stability to a new country that was coming into its own, on its own. Turning our attention a little bit, we have a very strong Indian army, but our army is neutral. It doesn't support Congress or the BJP. We have the example of the armies of Pakistan and Myanmar interfering, and they have run these countries to the ground. The other thing is the character things that have made India such a strong nation as its people and the character of India. We had, for 1.5 centuries, reform movements. Beginning with the early part of the 19th century, the Brahmo Samaj movement, the Arya Samaj movement, and the teachings of Swami Vivekananda. And Swami Vivekananda and all these people brought about social and cultural changes. They spoke of self-respect, they spoke of the place of women in society, and self-respect and nationalism went hand in hand. How can you have self-respect without being answer to the British? So nationalism was also a part of their teachings without just so many words. We had regional reform movements. We had movements in the Sikh community. Baba Dayal Das, he started the Kali movement, and the Khalsa College was established in 1892. And we have our bravest soldiers from the Sikh community. We look at the small community of the Parsis, and Dadabhai Naoroji looked inwards and he reformed the educational system in the Parsi community. And now we have leading industrialists from this community. We have Tatas, we have Godrej, and more recently we have Poonawalla, he's responsible for the manufacture of vaccines worldwide. We have our Muslim brothers and sisters. There was a reform movement, the Ahmadiyya movement, is that how I say it? Aligarh movement, and the establishment of Maulana Azad Medical College. So altogether there was a reform movement going all over India, and that became ingrained into our own characteristic and the characteristic of our country. Now turning to our attention, we have so many universities from the north to the south, from the east to the west, and they have produced a class of engineers, doctors, professors and administrators. To have a country or a society run smoothly, you need these people. And a society that functions peacefully, there's less reason for extremism in that society. Most of all, we have a robust newspaper industry. There are national newspapers and regional newspapers. And there's television and social media that keeps people informed and engaged. They are aware of what is going on in each part of the country. India, for most of us, is our Janmbhumi, the land of our birth. On this beautiful day, we want to wish peace and prosperity for many years to come. Thank you.